As you are aware from the beginning, we knew that there was another voyage in waste of state resources. It was desperation on the part of the DSS to file charges where no offense was committed. And you saw that with what the lawyer to Meta said, that they have looked at the charges, nothing even related to an offense affecting Meta, that's Facebook. And I think the same thing applies to Twitter, and of course, it applies to me. Because there was no disclosure of any offense. If you see the charges they served me, they have one page of proof of evidence. And that was a picture, a still picture they grabbed, a screenshot from whatever they get of Tinubu standing in front. That's not proof of evidence. They did not even, I don't want to teach them what to do, because I know they will still come and fumble again next time. Then the most important thing that ought to have been done, which was to serve me, they refused to serve me. They were hoping that they come and ambush me in the court. They did not want to serve me because they are afraid that I will prepare for trial.
I decided to come.
But I decided to come because even cases that don't concern me, I come to this court to attend to them. So, what is important, Nigerians, is that our focus on how to fix this country is our inalienable rights, and it's sacrosanct. In the process of doing that, we will not spare anybody, because we are 200 million people, and we deserve good governance, we deserve attention, we deserve accountability, transparency, we deserve the basic minimum standards of democracy and tenets, one of which is freedom of speech. You cannot litigate against us in any court or criminalize it. Even the man, the drunkard in the FCT, nice from Wike, who said an American has never called Trump a criminal, was presented with over 1,000 videos. The DSS claims that it's their job to protect the president. It's their job to protect him, but it's not their job to police free speech in Nigeria. That one is not. The DSS takes its inspiration from the Secret Service in the US, which exclusively protects the president of the US. The Secret Service has never filed a lawsuit against an American who said Trump is this or that, because they use America, that's what I'm using. But let's even concede, without admitting, that they don't do it in America. We can do it here. Because Americans don't have our type of problems. Americans have schools, they have functioning hospitals, they have great jobs, there's no unemployment. So Americans can decide to be complacent about calling out their leaders. We haven't gotten to where America was in 1900. So our own circumstances are different. And we must approach it with the tenacity and the ferocity that is required to ensure that those who claim to be our leaders, whether they rig themselves into office or they seize power, we hold them to account. And I'm saying this, that even under the military, when the military will seize power through a martial music, we confronted them, even though we didn't appoint or elect them. So how much more the so-called civilian regimes in the country who supposedly were elected by a constitution that they uphold all the time, even though I don't believe in that constitution. But that's all they have for now. So I just want to make it very clear, and it's very important for all of you, particularly in the media, that no offense has been committed, and the trial could not continue today because there is no way you can prosecute an offense that does not exist. They disgracefully brought the DPP of the Federation to come and personally oversee this case. The reason why he came is they forced him here. That's why he was unprepared. He did not know that I have not been served, because I think he was arrested and bundled here. Because I found out in their initial charge that they published in the public that he refused to sign off on the charges. He was not consulted. But the DSS had to force him to come here because they know me since 2019. Their lawyers cannot face me. So they have brought the DPP, and the DPP must learn a hard way.
Exactly.
That's the rule.
Exactly.
Yes.
From this concept now.
Yes.
Let's go into
Yes.
and the government actually reached out to what's the reaction you take now?
I reacted last night, and let me send my condolences to my family and our co-workers. I knew, even without having been told, that she's a victim of Nigeria.
Yes.
Nigeria happened to her. I was reading on my way here, I've not confirmed, that they robbed every flat in that building. They called the police. Police did not show up until after she had jumped out of her window, gotten injured, and had no emergency support. She was found alive by the police, but when she asked to be taken to the hospital, the police said they had no fuel in their car. Maybe, if the police had not allowed their car to be stolen by a thief, maybe that car could have helped her to get to the hospital.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Exactly true.
So
Yes, now.
there's a fundamental problem here, people. We are in trouble. And her own tragedy is just symptomatic of that problem. But I feel so bad for her. I feel bad for her that today maybe I would have visited her family, but I have to be in court. So, again, my condolences. But Nigeria happened to her. Nigeria has been doing people dirty everywhere. And her own case came to the surface because she's a member of the elite class. As we are speaking, they are killing people in droves in Kwara State. Those ones don't even hear from the police or army. They have been left on their own. The people of Zamfara have been left to their fate. People of Kaduna have been left to their fate. Katsina left to their Benue left to their fate. Kidnappers are riding roughshod. Because, again, your leaders have more interest in trivial things than substance. The people that should be prosecuted by the DPP are the people who are engaging in banditry and terrorism. But the DPP will probably be one of the people meeting with them in Zamfara and taking selfies with them. That's what they do with bandits. If I were to be a dangerous, terroristic person, they will come and negotiate with me.
Yes.
They won't bring me to court. So that's
Please, let's correct this impression, because I know that some people will now go and my name is Maxwell. I'm a part of the Lego team. And let's put the record straight. I know that small time some people will now write that Sowore is running away from being arraigned. No, the law is clear. The law says that for you to arraign somebody, you must serve the person with the charge or charges, and the person has 3 days. That is abject. Then on the Constitution section that is adequate time and the facility for him to put himself to order. That one is on that. Then secondly, and we also want to advise Mr. President, you can't continue like this, because you have arraigned preferred charges against Sowore simply because he called your name. You, Mr. President, have you forgotten I and you called Jonathan name during the time of Occupy Nigeria? They are in Lagos. We carried Jonathan coffin, and Jonathan never arrested any of us. Jonathan never preferred charge against any of us. Why should your own be different? I'm highly disappointed. I don't know those who are advising you. Please, as a matter of urgency, discontinue this charge and face what is facing you. This is a distraction, and you cannot distract us. We are following you. We must criticize you. Go to the villages and see how people are mocking you. The other disaster that died, that called himself president, he died and Nigerians were jubilating. I'm talking about President Muhammad Buhari. Nigerians were jubilating. What shall you be remembered for? That you asked DPP to come and prosecute a funny charge against Sowore. Mr. President, why didn't you go for civil litigation? Why didn't you file action for defamation and claim millions? Is Sowore under civil immunity? So the point you are making is that please terminate, withdraw these charges, and concentrate in ruling Nigeria.
I just want to correct one quick thing. He said you are following him. I'm not following Tinubu.
I'm following his
okay.
policy.
I'm not following his policies. I don't follow his steps.
No, not his footsteps. Not his footsteps. I said we are following him. Whatever where he got it from. If you go outside and lie, we challenge it.
Yeah. But the other part is that two things. If this charge proceeds after arraignment, the president must be willing to come as my witness. Yes, I'm not going to use God as my witness. I want to use him as my witness that my statements are correct. Even if you go the civil route, truth is a justification.
Of course.
I will justify everything I've said about anybody who is in position of authority in Nigeria. I've been around long enough to be able to say this confidently. So, guys, thank you so much. We still have 2 other pending cases.